Well, the real flagship killer's here. What's up, Gadgeteers? My name is Hector and this is Gadget Beard, and on this channel I unbox and review everyday tech, gadgets, and accessories for you. And in today's video, we have the iPhone SE 2nd edition. This was recently released on Friday. I do have the product read here, and all proceeds, I think they donate a portion of the proceeds to the AIDS Foundation, but being that we are in a COVID-19 era, I think they're gonna go ahead and donate to those organizations or those health organizations, something like that, not quite sure, but you can go to their website and read it. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you surely can. This is $400, ladies and gentlemen. At $400, we are in budget phone territory. Now these specs are, you can say they're good and not the best. There is some give and take here with this phone. Capacity wise, we have a 64 gigabyte version. That's the one I got, but you can get it in 64 gigs, 128 gigabyte, and 256. So you do have options there. You're not limited to just one or two options. You have three you can choose from. This is a small variant phone. The screen comes in at about 4.7 inches wide. Y'all heard all the shit talking and all that about same old iPhone 7, same old iPhone 8. So this is rocking the same design, nothing new. You've seen this very similar design, which is not bad, but not great either. But this is not a phone that's going to have an appeal to everyone, but it is going to appeal to most Americans just because of the price range and what's inside the phone. We do have a Retina HD display, not coming in at 1080p, but about just a little bit above 720, which in between 720 and 1080p. Multi-touch display, IPS technology, y'all know that. It has a true tone display, which is going to give you probably close to true life colors. Has a haptic touch feedback, fingerprint, all that good stuff. And what's really interesting about this phone, that it does have the Bionic A13 chip, which is the same chip on the current iPhone 11s right now. So this is a very, very, very powerful little beast. It does have IP rating at 67, so you do get some water protection there, and you do have one camera, 12 megapixel wide camera with a 1.8 aperture in the back, but it does record in 4K in the rear at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second. I don't know if it records 4K for the front-facing camera. No, it does not record in 4K for the front-facing camera. It has a 7 megapixel camera for the front with the 2.2 aperture. Does not record in 4K, but it does record at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what it's all about. Boom, boom, boom. Easy does it. Inside, designed by Apple in California. You do get that product red information there. This is what it kind of tells you, that the funds to support HIV and AIDS program, deliver AIDS-free generation. But I think they changed it for this year. They're gonna go ahead and donate to any COVID-19 research and stuff like that. You do get your SIM and your Apple stickers and the rest of this stuff that nobody likes. People like those Apple stickers. Don't know why. And inside we do have the product red phone. Bam, feels very small in hand, very good. Let's put that aside. Your power brick, slow charging, not fast. Your earbuds, y'all seen this, and your lightning to USB charging cable. Boom. Let's go ahead and put that back, and that is all that comes in the box. You guys seen numerous of unboxings, and this is very similar to the iPhone 7 and iPhone 8, so nothing's changed here. The phone, bam, look at that. It looks beautiful in red though, I ain't gonna lie. It feels very, very small in hand compared to most of these gigantic phones we have right now. The Apple logo moved down to the middle to match the rest of its products, and you do have product red branding there. The single camera, boom, look at that. Let's go ahead and peel this off. nice looking phone. So volume rocker, everything's very similar. Let me go ahead and grab my 7 and my 8 so I could just give you guys a quick comparison. I'm not gonna power this up because it's basically maybe I will power it up. I'll power it up and I'll run a couple benchmarks, and then we'll do a size comparison amongst the rest, so you guys can get a good look and feel on how this is going to compare to your other flagship phones out there. But keep in mind, this is not a flagship. This is a budget phone coming in at $400. That's if you buy it full price. You can trade in an old iPhone 7, iPhone 6. I think they give you about $120, and a lot of carriers out there are giving discounted prices on this phone. I think the cheapest I've seen it is $200 by activating a secondary line, which is for 200 bucks. This is not a bad deal. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, this phone is not for everybody. If you have an iPhone XR, an iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, there's no reason why you should pick this phone up unless you want to give this phone as a gift to a grandparent, a mother, a dad, or a child. You have what is the best version of an iPhone right now. This is probably not the best version of an iPhone, but this is the cheapest version of an iPhone, meaning this you're gonna get the very best specs you can get at the very least price, coming from Apple, directly from Apple. Now, I know you can go ahead and buy used iPhones and stuff like that, but not a lot of people are too fond of buying used technology and used phones. They don't want to get ripped off and stuff like that. So if you're gonna go ahead and just try to get the cheapest iPhone you can get, this is the route to go. This is the iPhone SE 2nd generation, $400 directly from Apple, or you can get great deals like I mentioned earlier from carriers. They're discounting this phone very heavily at $200 with a activation. So let's go ahead and power this bad boy up and compare it to the other ones. Let me flip this around, it looks better this way. Okay, so we're back. So one thing to notice is the phone's all set up and everything ready to go. Is it does have that True Tone display, so it is a little bit different from the iPhone 7 itself. You can tell the iPhone 7 doesn't really have the True Tone display, but the iPhone SE does. Just a quick comparison from the iPhone 7 to the iPhone SE. They're both the same phones. They're exactly the same. Everything's exactly the same, but like I said, the display, the processor, the camera, everything is better on the iPhone SE. Now this is my iPhone 8 Plus here, and as you can see, the size difference is just like your normal. If you had the 7 or the 8 last year, it's just the same size. And this is compared to the iPhone 8 here, but I did run some benchmarks here, and I did run a benchmark on my iPhone 8 and the iPhone SE. As you can see, the difference in processing speeds is almost ridiculous. This is I believe 2 years old already, the iPhone 8, but look at that single core processor power and the multi-core. The multi-cores, it's up ahead but not by much, but look at that single core. And I believe this one has 3 gigs of RAM, so does this one. I'm not quite sure, but that is ridiculous. And then here it is comparing it to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Look at that, bam, size and difference. But you know, I don't think you're gonna want to get this phone. But let's take a quick look at the benchmarks compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. They do have the exact same Bionic chip, but the iPhone 11 Pro Max has more RAM, and you can tell the difference in scores there. Single core is just about the same, but where it excels in the 11 Pro Max is in multi-core. You can see the significant difference between the iPhone SE and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and that's just to do with more RAM, obviously, but it's still a very powerful little beast right here compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Moving on, let's do some quick comparisons. I do have the Galaxy A71 here. Now the A71 in price range is about the same price as the SE, both $400 device. This is Samsung's mid-tier flagship device here. Aesthetic wise, this one looks better, but internally wise, we'll see the score here, and you see the difference there between the iPhone SE single core, multi-core scores there, and Galaxy A71 single core score and multi-score there. Bam, it just blows it out of the water, and they are priced relatively the same, $400. So let me know down in the comment section below if you want to see a versus video between the iPhone SE $400 and the Galaxy A71 $400 down in the comment section below. But moving on, let's go ahead and bring this bad boy in here right now. Now this is the Galaxy S20, and compared to the Galaxy S20, look at the score there. Look at that single core score on the Galaxy S20. Look at the multi-core score there, 3043, single core 580. Now look at this little $400 beast. Single core 1330, multi-core 29.7. The Galaxy S20 Ultra beats it by just a bit, and it has like 3 times the amount of RAM. This one's like 12 gigs of RAM. This one's like 3. That's ridiculous, and it barely even beats it in a multi-core score. And not only this one costs $1,400, this one costs $400. Just 3 times more the price of the iPhone SE. That is ridiculous. But it's gonna give you a quick comparison between both, between this $400 Apple iPhone SE and this $1,400 Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. And let's take last year's flagship, the Pixel 4 XL, and comparing both of these again, it just blows it out of the water. This is a single core score for the Pixel 4 XL, 673, and a multi-core score of 2,153 compared to single core score of 1,330 and a multi-core score of 2,900. Basically, when this one launched, $1,000 phone compared to a $400 budget phone. There you have it, guys. That was just a quick unboxing, a quick impressions of the iPhone SE, and I gave you guys some quick comparisons amongst other phones and how and why this budget phone for $400 from Apple, the iPhone SE, it's a big deal right now, because you're comparing it to other flagships in the Android world, other mid-tier budget phones priced relatively the same from the Android world, and they all cost either more or the same, which is ridiculous, the amount of power that this phone has. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions regarding the iPhone SE, let me know down in the comment section below. Please like and share this video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when more iPhone SE videos drop. But also let me know down in the comment section if you want to see some versus videos between this $400 phone and any other $400 phone, or any other Android flagship device, or any other Samsung, Apple device. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want to see those type of videos. Again, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.